Howdy y'all, I got this vintage Apple monitor. Oh wait, the microphone's over here. Howdy y'all, I got this vintage Apple monitor. It's an Apple Studio display with translucent plastic. Well, except it's blue. And I got it for 10 bucks because it's labeled as is. Why is it as is? Yeah, the power cable's kind of cut. And no, it's not one of those ones you can easily remove either. So I'm gonna have to take this out and try to fix it. I got the display cable, and also for some reason, I didn't know this. Apparently these ones had composite in, so I'd like to see that working. Let me get this thing disassembled because I would like to get this thing working. Now, like the brilliant technician that I am, I started taking this thing apart and then realized about up to here that I wasn't recording. So it's already taken apart a little bit. Oh, apparently this is an LG panel. This here is mostly what I need to get to. This one here is the power cable and this one's the display cable. I feel like that's a lot of grounding screws. They put a lot of plates in this thing. Okay, cool. This is just a connector that comes off. Ah, this is the power one. I found you. Thankfully, these are all connected with JST connectors and not actually soldered in. Now the only thing left is the power cable. Give me, please. There we go. Now I can just remove this. Here's the motherboard. Well, I might be able to do a pretty decent salvage job on this if I still reuse this connector. So here's our culprit. I'm gonna need to do a little bit of surgery here. And well, given that the 45 watt power adapter for this thing runs for like 130 bucks on eBay, and that's not even including this piece, I don't really want to pay that. So I'm gonna see if I can try to make my own adapter. First, we'll just need to do a little bit of wire cutting. All right, I'm pretty sure black is gonna be negative and white's gonna be positive. Let's start somewhat reassembling this thing. There's a lot of shielding on this. Jeez, you kids like grounding screws? Seems like everything gets a grounding screw. We're getting closer. I think we're simple enough to where we can start doing a test with it. I'll just put this back on, kind of. I'm pretty sure that the white's gonna be positive and the black's gonna be negative, but I wanna double check that. So I'm gonna run a continuity test on it. So I'm gonna take one of my probes and I'm gonna have it touch the black wire. And then I'm gonna take the other one and try to touch it to something that's grounded, like the outsides of these composite ports. Perfect. Yeah, black is definitely ground. And if I go and try touching the white one to it, we're not gonna get anything. Yep, nothing. But if I touch the black one, this thing needs 24 volts at 1.87 amps. Let's go grab my variable power supply. All right, gonna hook up the black to the black and the red to the white. Very much wanna make sure that these two are coming nowhere near each other. Just to make sure, I'm gonna insulate them a little bit with Kapton tape. Next, what I wanna do is tune this thing to be 24 volts. Before I get this thing running, I just want to verify with my multimeter that it is those readings. That should be good enough. Well, let's see if I can give this thing power. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's wanting to power on. It's pulling 24 volts, but only 0.058 amps. So it looks like there's a bit more investigating I'm gonna have to do. So off camera, I was able to get this thing powered on again. Yeah, for some reason, I guess after I kind of like disassembled the entire thing and received the power cable, when I hooked it up to my variable power supply, that's what was able to get it back on. So I've ordered a new power supply, which should be compatible with this. This one runs at 24 volts at 2 amps, so that should be enough for this. But I mean, we're gonna need to disassemble to get back to there anyway, so I might as well start doing that. Gotta get through all the shielding. Okay, here's the power supply. We're gonna use one of these. We're gonna specifically use this one that's like the left and right. Ah, thank goodness they marked which one's the positive and which one's the negative. And with that, now all I just need to do is plug this in here and we'll have power. Let's see if that's easily accessible though, because I might have to solder on some wires and make that a little bit longer. Ah, yes, it will be long enough. Good, perfect. This back on here. Yeah, so this is just what the back's gonna look like. It's gonna have this dangling out. Not too bad. Let's give it a test with this. And here we go, initial test. That's good. Okay, you can't really see it, but it says no computer signal. So hey, this is powering it. Sweet. Okay, let's get a device we can plug this into. And instead of trying to deal with adapters, we're just gonna use the X61. Oh, yes. Yes, it works. Microsoft Windows XP. Oh, great, it blue screened. Wonderful. But hey, the monitor works. It's outputting an actual like signal, so that is good. So now we can just go and like completely like finish rebuilding this. I'll figure out the blue screen issue with this thing later. That's not the purpose of this video. So let's finish getting this thing built.
For a second, I thought I was about to have screws that I don't know where to go with. You know, the sign of any good restore project, but thankfully I caught these ones right now. And there we have it. Can't really show it off on the camera. Ooh, it swivels like that. Can't really show it off too well on here, so I'll have to go take it to the kind of museum looking thing. Still need a name for that area.
I played a round of 240p test suite. The monitor itself has some very good gradients and there isn't much bloom on pixels. The lines themselves are very sharp. Unfortunately, there is some pretty bad image retention, especially the longer you have static elements. This will usually go away after power draining, but it is something to note. Motion on it's also pretty good, and overall, as a monitor from 1999, I'm pretty impressed with how it's holding up today. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see on it or what you would use it for. That's gonna be it for now. So long, y'all.